Will glass coffins be successful? Remains to be seen.
Grab a jam, I swear, this is down. It's my podcast. This guy's insane. Rock your brain. It's just a sound. A Steve here
Schmack 'em a gob, and welcome to another Vieira Vault, and it's a great one this week. It's a great one every week. I got the Great Lee Gerstmann. He hit me up to do the first Blue Öyster Cult album, a review of it on his show called The Lee Gerstmann Show. And I said to him, hey Lee, let's make it a crossover, because I haven't talked about Blue Öyster Cult yet. So we talk about the first album, then toward the end we talk about pretty much the discography, or what we both know of the discography. And it's great. But before we get into the crossover show, Vieira Vault and the Lee Gerstmann Show, here's something I haven't done in a while, because I'm lazy. I never go check. And the other day I was like, let me go see if I got any iTunes reviews. It's been a long time since I've checked, and boy, sure enough, there are quite a few. And here they are. This is the first one. I like this podcast from MatterCT.75. He says, this podcast makes me happy. Ralph talks good. He says words, and I listen to words and enjoy words. I recommend these words for all ear holes. So sit back, crack open a large jar of pickles, shave some smoked salmon, and spin the cap off your finest bottle of Thunderbird apple wine, because it is time for the vault. Very informative and entertaining. Highly recommended. Matt W. I know who you are. That's Matt Wellersdick, right? Cool dude. I met him in Nashville. And thank you, Matt. I really appreciate it, brother. All right. That was a great one, man. And boy, there ain't nothing I love more than large jars of pickles with shaved salmon, smoked salmon, and Thunderbird apple wine. All right, next one is from somebody called Esalm. E-S-A-L-M. Great podcast. Ralph Vieira is a great podcaster and does great shows on music and metal bands, and his vast knowledge of music. Well, thank you so much, Islam. That is a very nice review. And thanks for the 5 stars. Same to you, Matt. And every comment I got here got 5 stars. The next one is from Jimmy James 97. Yes, that must be Jimmy James Schwartz, right? Well, Jimmy spells his name Jimmy, so I'm not sure if it is Jimmy James Schwartz. Maybe it's not. He writes, consistently great, 5 stars. Always informative and entertaining. Thank you so much, Jimmy James 97. I really appreciate it, and I agree. Next one is from Tommy Key. Schmackamagab, 5 stars. You rule. Love the show. Thank you so much, and I love you, Tommy Key. That shit's awesome. The next one has the same headline. Schmackamagab, with 5 stars from Pimpin' Ho. Oh, that's a great name. Pimpin' Ho. An excellent show with awesome host and killer topics. Schmackamagab. Thank you so much. I try to do that, man, and I'm glad that a lot of people are appreciating the killer topics and me being an awesome host. I really thank you, Pimpin' Ho, and what a great word. What a great name. All right, there's still more. This one's from Jim Rayer. Appreciate the Vieira Vault, 5 stars. Love Ralph Vieira. Love Ralph Vieira's reviews and insight into music. Thank you so much, Jim Rayer. That's very nice of you, brother. And I love that you listened, and I love that you left an iTunes review. All right, next one is from Weird Guy 2020. Dr. Fuck is metal royalty, 5 stars. Thanks for the Frank Marino. Wow, great podcast. I believe I may have read that one. I think that's it. But maybe if I didn't, because I know the next one definitely I did write. I did read from the Great Muzzy. So thank you, man, and keep them coming, because now I'm gonna stop being a lazy fuck, and I'm gonna go on iTunes weekly, and I'm gonna get my eye on iTunes like a hawk. So please leave a review and keep those 5 stars coming, man. I really do appreciate it. So here we go, the crossover episode with Lee Gerstmann on the Lee Gerstmann Show. It's the Lee Gerstmann Show meets the Vieira Vault. And if y'all don't know Lee, y'all are really doing yourself a disservice. He's a wacky guy. Here we go.
I am on my show. Some people will wonder, what show? If anyone is listening to this episode, the person will have obviously known in advance what show this is. I'm pretty certain no one has come here by accident.
It's the Vieira Vault Show.
Shit. Oh, well, I was going to say the Lee Gerstmann Show. Oh, shit. You made me say it. Yeah, never mind. But anyway, for this episode, I have a special guest with me, and he already mentioned, no, he didn't, but you heard his voice. And I know damn well my special guest did not arrive here by accident, or maybe I didn't arrive. Maybe I arrived here on accident, but
what the fuck are you talking about, man? What the hell, dude?
Yeah, I'm talking about Dr. Fogg or Ralph Vieira.
Yeah, smack him a there, Lee Gerstmann.
Hey, yeah, hello, Doctor. I am quite happy you were going to be on this episode with me.
Yeah, what's this, like episode 8 I've done on your show?
Okay.
You haven't been doing the math?
I do meth, but not math.
You do math.
Yeah, well.
Yeah, it sounds like math.
Yeah. When I came home with my report card, my mom said, "You're not doing well in math." I went, "No, I'm not doing well in meth." And she went, "Oh, well, that's a good boy."
Yeah.
Yeah.
You know, that reminds me of what my mom said to me when I came home with my report card. I came home with my report card, and my mama talking to me, trying to tell me how to live.
Yeah, man.
Yeah. I don't listen to her because my head is like a sieve.
Yeah. Ain't no, right. Yes, sir. No, sir. Don't come close to my home. Sweet home can't catch no dose from a hot tail. Poontang, sweetheart, swear who could make silk purse from a J. Paul get in his ear with her face in her beer.
Wow.
Home, sweet home.
That's very impressive there. You really got all the words right on Last Child. I know what song that was.
Yeah, stand down, sit down, don't do nothing that ain't no good. When boss man stuffing it down their throats for paper, notes and the babies cry while cities light their feet. When you're rocking the street.
You know,
home, Lee Gerstmann, home.
You know, I know that was the record. That wasn't you. That was cheating.
Yeah, that was cheating.
Do the hustle!
Do the hustle.
Yeah, I used to hustle out of there when my mom went, "Lee, that isn't meth, that's math." Now, no shit. How many seconds will it take for me to leave the house? I don't know. I can't count.
Well, it's a good thing you can't count. You know why?
Why?
Fuck if I know.
Yeah, man. But
why do you ask me these questions? Stop asking me questions.
Okay, sorry. Anyway,
yeah.
We are going to be doing a review of an album. Yay!
A very great album, Lee. Lee picked this one. I love this album. I love it so much. I said, Lee, maybe I'm going to use this episode on my podcast too.
Yeah, it's an album called Lee Gerstmann's album, Yay!
Album Yay. That's right.
Yeah, it's also known as Blue Öyster Cult's first album.
Yes.
And yeah.
Soft Belly, what is it? Yellow Soft Belly.
Well, I heard that they first put their tape to Columbia under the name Soft White Underbelly.
That's it.
Columbia rejected it, So then they put in the name Blue Öyster Cult, sent the same exact tape in, and got signed.
That's amazing. I did not know that story. That's true?
Yeah.
That's badass, man. I love it.
Yeah.
I love this band, Lee. I love Blue Öyster Cult.
Oh, yeah. I hadn't really heard their music. I heard of them by name, but I didn't really hear any of their songs until finally MTV played Burning for You. I mean, I might have heard Godzilla, but I mean, I didn't love Burning for You, but they played it a lot, and I finally was saying, oh, okay. After about 10 years, I finally heard Blue Öyster Cult. They're one of those bands where I'd ask people, what do they sound like? And they just say, they sound good. And I'm like, okay, they sound good, but what does that mean? The same thing with other groups like other groups out there. I would ask, how do they sound? And they'd say they sound good. And I like Elvis Costello, I'd ask how he sounded, and they said he sounds good, and I'm like, well, I don't know what that means, you know.
Well, Lee, do you know of any band that you would want me to answer the question, like a band you never heard their music?
I probably do. I'd say probably. Oh boy.
Throw out a name. Throw out a name.
Death.
It sounds good.
Oh, okay. Thank you.
Yeah, you got it, bro.
Yeah. I don't know how they sound, but at least now I know they sound good. Thank you.
It ain't a thing but a chicken wing.
Yeah, man. I'll go get their album Chicken Wing.
Yeah, Chicken Wing. Yeah.
Death's Chicken Wing. I think that was a good one.
Now, Lee. Let's. I'm gonna actually be serious for a second. I'm gonna turn you on to a really good band. Now, okay. I know the death you're asking for is the death metal band Chuck Schuldiner, which is great. I don't know if that would be up your alley, but check this out, Lee. There's another band called Death from the 70s.
Oh, okay.
That is so up your alley because it's early 70s. They never became big. Yeah. And they released these albums of this band called Death like not even 10 years ago from the 70s. It never been released till we released it now. And there's a documentary. They're all black guys.
Okay.
But they got that garage, that shit you like, man. The garage rock.
Okay, great. I'll be totally into it.
Yeah, I'll send you a link later, so you don't get confused with the band Death. Which, by the way, my favorite from band Death is Leprosy. Thank you. All right, okay. We're talking about Blue Öyster Cult.
Yeah, man. And so, I usually don't give people the courtesy of having them start first because I'm the host and I want to start. But if you want, this time we can go. The first song, you start first. Second song, me, if you want to do it that way.
Dude, do your show the way you did your show. Don't be making me look embarrassed here starting it all off.
Okay, I'm going to start it all off. Okay, I'll start it.
You're trying to make me look bad.
Okay, I'll start it all off. Thank you. And I hope the check clears when I send you the money. But anyway, okay.
You should check these nuts.
Yeah, okay. Damn. Last time I checked, they were a little crunchy.
Oh,
but
wow.
Anyway, yeah, Transmaniac on MC. And to me...
Oh, we're ready to start. Oh, yeah, but let's tell the people. Maybe I should have started it.
Okay.
We got to tell the people what we're reviewing is the very first Blue Öyster Cult album. We did not say that, Lee.
I thought that's what I said, but if I didn't, then I'm glad you told me because this is your show. No. This is the Vieira Vault, and I thank you for letting me take it over.
You didn't say it, and in case you did, I'm going to edit it out so it looks like you didn't say it.
Okay, well, either way, it's fine. Whether I'm dumb or whether I'm just edited out to look dumb, I'm still me. Okay, you didn't get that.
No, I didn't get it. Check it out, Lee. Okay, I'll say a couple little things and I'll let you go into track one.
Sure. All right?
I think this album is like a bridge between garage rock and early metal. Don't you think?
I really do. I hadn't heard anything quite like it back then.
Right. And the album cover reminds me of, that scene in Star Wars where they're trying to blow up this Death Star?
Yeah.
Yeah, man. This was before Star Wars. Yeah, I know, man. This band is quite unique. All right. Tell me what you think of track 1.
Yeah. Transmaniacon MC. The music to this is really hot. It's one of the most fiery ways to open up a debut album. The words are a bit intense for my taste, but they refer to an intense situation. It reminds me of a more menacing Steppenwolf. This was kind of innovative for its time. I hadn't heard anything like this back then. They had the same kind of swagger as early Judas Priest, even though Blue Öyster Cult didn't sound like Judas Priest. It's a great opening track.
Yep, and yeah, like you said, the thing the song's about is the Altamont, that free concert with the Rolling Stones and Jefferson's Airplane, I think. But at the time, this is what killed the hippie movement. It was after Altamont that, the whole peace, love and stuff, because there was stabbings, killings, and it was the Hells Angels were in charge of security, which was a big mistake.
Yeah.
And it's all been filmed. Even the killing is on film. But, I love this, dude. This song was like you said, it's a great opener. It's a great way to represent Blue Öyster Cult right off the bat with the first track. Like, this is what we're like. And I'm really talking more like the black and white period, because the first 3 albums are black and white. But I love it, man. I think it's a great opening track, and I think it kicks ass. What do you think of I'm a Lamb, but I Ain't No Sheep?
Oh, okay. I thought that you could start the next one.
Well, you thought wrong, pal.
Okay. I'll start all of them. Or you can...
No, maybe I'll start a couple. I don't know. I'll be a pain in the ass.
Thank you. This is a great song to follow the first one. Some groups might make their second song a blah type of tune as they put the album together, but these guys know to keep the momentum going. It sounds more like a jam instead of a fully developed song, but that doesn't make it any less great. I really dig the groove to it, and I could dance to it. 2 thumbs up.
Oh, if I could give it 3 thumbs up, I would. The song rules, man. It's a good mid-tempo, hard-rocking, early proto-metal. And I don't know if you've noticed this, Lee, but on the next album, the song The Red and the Black is an up-tempo of this song. That it's slower in this version. But in the Red and the Black, it's like really, really fast. So, I mean, it's they're ripping themselves off. But I found that kind of unique how I've never seen a band that took one of their riffs and then incorporated another song like so much faster. It was very unique. And I love that about the song because I heard Red and the Black first. And then when I went back and listened to this one, I was like, wow, that's Red and the Black right there. It's identical. And it's a great, great second track. Again, great way to follow the first album, the first song. It's still got the same, meaty hooks and hard rocking greatness. Yeah. And 3 thumbs up. 4 thumbs up. I'm putting both my toes up.
Cool. Yeah, and I'm pretty sure that they wouldn't sue themselves because they wanted to get those royalties.
Yeah, I know, right? Gene Simmons will sue himself because maybe somehow both of them can get royalties.
Yeah. Huh. Well, anyway.
Am I in the mood to go into this next one, or should you go first? Let me think about that, Lee. Lee, why don't you take Then Comes the Last Days of May?
Okay, Then Came the Last Days of May. Okay, this is a cool tune. The words describe a tragic situation, but the music is mellow enough where it works with the words and this sounds like a slow blues jam. I could imagine Jimi Hendrix doing this song. I could hear his guitar work on it. I like it. It would be a good song to hear while soaking in a hot bathtub. Yep.
That's nice, Lee. Well, I don't know, Lee. I think this may be my favorite song on the album.
Okay.
And it's so mellow, you know? But I just love the sound of Buck Dharma's guitar solo and his guitar work on this song. It's so cool. And this song is actually based on a real story of two friends of Buck Dharma's that was killed in a drug deal gone bad.
Yeah.
That guitar tone is beautiful. And like I said, I think this is my favorite song off the album.
Yeah, it has that kind of like sound like as if you're waking up and you find yourself in the big desert, you'll hear this sound. This song is your soundtrack, kind of.
Well, when you say that, say you, not me, because I don't think like you. Say when I wake up in the desert. Don't talk about me waking up in the desert, dude.
All right.
You got that wrong. I wouldn't wake up in the desert to the song.
Okay, I'll say instead when you, Lee, do that.
Yeah,
and then I'll say, no, I'm not Lee. Shut up.
Well, yeah, that's a good idea. I like hearing yourself say "shut up."
Okay, but I just forgot what I said. So let's just forget. I forget what I forgot. Yeah. All right. Yeah. Next one is "Stairway to the Stars."
Stairway to the Stars. Do I want to take this one first, Lee?
I think you do.
You're wrong.
Ah, shit. All right. This track is a little bit more like a filler song to me. The guitar tone is really cool and the solo is pretty nice, but it's not quite as great as the first three songs, but it's not a bad song. But it's a little more basic blues in its structure than what I usually like in songs like these.
Well, Lee, it's not a filler song, dude. Filler songs do not end up on greatest hits.
Oh.
You know what I'm saying?
Oh, I didn't know.
Yeah. So you're wrong. Now.
Oh.
In reality, you're not wrong because, you know, I don't care if it's on the greatest hits or not. If it sounds like a filler to me, it sounds like a filler to me. You know what I'm saying?
Yes.
But you're a different case. I don't allow you to call it filler.
All right. Sorry.
It's all right, Lee. I forgives you. All right. What do I think of it? Fuck, the song rules, dude. I love Buck Dharma's guitar solo, you know. He keeps it, he does a few guitar solos, but that one where he keeps it short and says everything it should say.
Yeah.
And the bass line in the song, it's serendipitous.
Oh.
I don't know what I just said, but it's awesome. Serendipitous sounds like awesome.
Yeah. I think that word really means strange, but awesome strange. Like,
all right, that's cool.
Strawsome.
This band is strange.
Yeah.
That's one thing about Blue Öyster Cult. It's hard to, really pinpoint where they're going at. I mean, they talk about UFOs and Joan Crawford's grave and some girl that says beautiful as her foot. I mean, they're all over the place.
Yeah, it's like they're the kind of group where someone could write some weird note to their landlord saying, I'm going to leave my house because I'm tired of seeing purple Martians floating on my ceiling. And if Blue Öyster Cult found that note, they could write a song to it.
Wow. Lee, this is the first time you said something that I actually understood it. Thank you.
Thank you.
Right on, Lee.
I'm
let me go back a little bit because you said something earlier I wanted to say, but I forgot. You said that the first time you heard of Blue Öyster Cult was Burning for You on MTV?
On MTV, yeah.
You mean to tell me all through the 70s, you never heard like Don't Fear the Reaper on the radio?
No. I didn't listen to the radio a lot. I listen sometimes,
Okay, because that's a staple. Even way back
Yeah,
then in the 70s, man. Like Godzilla and Don't Fear the Reaper, the two songs they would
yeah.
always play on the radio. All right, Lee. I want you to take the next track. Before the
All right.
Kiss, a recap.
Yep, Red Cap. But I am not a
Red cap.
yeah, I am not a big fan of this one either. But I do like the beginning and the closing part. They play it well, but it's a little too old timey jazz style in the middle, kind of like when Van Halen did Big Bad Bill is Sweet William Now. But at least Blue Oyster Cult put in some cool guitar parts in it. Van Halen could have taken a hint there and tried that. It's not a bad song, and the words remind me sort of like the type of thing I might have experienced when I was younger and knew people who went to bars and did drugs and would do stuff like that. So the words are pretty cool, but I prefer heavier stuff from these guys.
Well, Lee, what I think about the song is it combines blues and
Yeah.
jazz and rock.
Yeah.
And I'm with you, man. It's okay. I'm not a huge fan of this one. I love the break, that little break in the middle where the bass comes in. I thought that was pretty cool.
Yeah. I
But
like
I
that.
think I think the keyboard's a little kind of hokey, and it takes it down a few steps. I kind of like, I didn't care. All
Yeah.
right, I'll take the next one. Screams. You ready?
Uh-huh.
I was kidding. You take it.
All right. Well, this is like an eerie creature feature type of song. It's really cool. The trippy keyboards sound great on headphones, and it sounds like a carnival of horrors. I like this song. It's one of the better songs on the album.
Well, just to recap that last thing you said about Big Bad Bill and Sweet William Now.
Yeah,
You know, I really like that song and what you said about it. You know, how they could have learned from Boys Call. It
yeah.
really hurts my little pussy ass feelings. I don't like when people talk bad about songs I like. Wah, wah, wah.
Well, it's
All
a
right.
good thing that you don't like it. So then that way I didn't hurt your feelings.
No, you hurt my feelings because you said Big Bag Will is Sweet William Down. Could have learned from that song that I don't think is that good. So therefore, my
I
feelings
said
are hurt. Wah, wah, wah.
no. I said they could learn Big Bad Bill from right now. These big ag eggs hurt. That's what I said.
Oh, fuck. I got to rewind. I don't even know what that meant. Oh, my bad.
Well, then I'm sorry I hurt your feelings.
All right, that's cool. They're
Okay.
already cured.
Okay, cool.
All right, so you finished talking about screams.
Yep.
You know what I hear in this song is the Grateful Dead, and you know I even hear
Huh.
more of like even hear more of a Jefferson Airplane influence on this song.
I
And
I oh go on.
this would be my least favorite Lee off the album. I'm not
Yeah.
really into psychedelic stuff unless it's the Beatles or Jimi Hendrix.
Yeah. I mean, I hear what they say about the psychedelic, but I think it's only because it's the keyboard tone. I actually think that the song structure is more heavy and that they're just doing a weird keyboard sound, but I do think that it fits the album. That's me.
Ah, okay. Now the next title is really funny. It's called "She's a Beauty." She's as beautiful as a foot.
Yeah. Do you
Wow.
do you know how they came up with that name?
I sure don't.
Well, the guy who wrote the words, he actually originally wrote it as he's as beautiful as a foot, and he wrote it for their first lead singer who he didn't like. And he thought
Oh,
it would be funny if the guy sang he's as beautiful as a foot without knowing that it was written about him. And that's true.
wow. And there's a lot of people, not me, but there's a lot of people who find offense to that because there's this weird thing, Lee. It's called foot fetish. You into that shit?
Um, do you really want me to tell you?
Yeah.
Sometimes there are videos on YouTube where women are trying to take off their slippers, but their slippers are glued on their feet. So they're striving and, oh, I can't get my slippers off. And they're struggling. And I find that stuff to be kind of sexy.
Hmm. Why am I not surprised?
I don't know.
What do you think of this song, Lee?
Oh, um, This is so whacked out, it's cool. The guy who wrote the lyrics, well, I already told you about that, but I think that's funny. This is a deep cut, but a great one.
Yeah. You know what my favorite line on this song is like, he bit into her face and it tasted like a fallen arch.
That's like, whoa, man.
It's like it makes no sense, but I dig it.
Yeah.
And this is like a moody, dark tune. And yeah. It's a very deep track. I think it's kind of like a Dark Horse-ish song on here. And I love it. I actually love it.
It's one of those things that I would listen to if I were drunk.
Yeah, yeah. And
well, I drink even if I didn't hear it. Yeah. All right.
Well, the next song is the one that everybody knows. I mean, from back in the day. You didn't, because you didn't even hear any song till fucking Burning for You.
Yeah, but now I know it because I heard the album.
Yeah, I know. But this is another song. I forgot about this one. It was this song, Don't Fear the Reaper, and Godzilla that were played the most. And I still hear Cities on Flames with Rock and Roll on radio. Yeah. Well, I haven't listened to radio about a year. But when I used to drive around, when I worked for the city in the city truck, this song would still come on now and then. Oh, so right it's kind of it's a keeper. And I think it's the only song from the first 3-4 albums, well, till Agents, that was played on the radio back then. I think, which is weird. But I'm gonna let you take this.
I can only trust you because I don't remember it.
Trust me if you want to live.
Yes. Okay.
Right on. What do you think of City on Flames with Rock and Roll?
All right. The music here is probably the closest to sounding like Black Sabbath, like on the song The Wizard a little bit. The words are kind of not so great, but the song is pretty good. It kind of loses its oomph as it goes on, but most of it I do like a lot.
Well, Lee, here's something for you that you, I guess, didn't know and will be surprised.
Yeah.
The riff to the song was inspired by The Wizard by Black Sabbath.
Wow.
They heard that song, and this is what inspired that riff.
Hey, so, then that's cool.
And it's a concert staple, as I said. I think it's so heavy and it drips of early 70s hard rock production because, while it's so heavy and Sabbathy, it goes into let me babe, rock and roll. And that reminds me of like 70s hard rock boogie woogie. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Like Ram Jam. Ram Jam has a lot of songs like that on their first album. Like boogie woogie rock and roll.
Yeah, like cities of rock and roll. Cities of rock and roll. Give me my vodka. Give me my vodka. That's a new song.
Okay.
That I hope nobody remembers.
Do the hustle.
Do the hustle.
All right.
All right, Lee, we're going to go to the next one. It's called Workshop of Telescopes. And I'm going to let you take this one.
All right. Workshop of Telescopes. This one was filler to me. I was able to listen to it, but it's really the least interesting song on the album. It sounds like they had to put something on the strange lyrics, so they went through the motions, but didn't really think about doing something memorable. Pure filler to me.
All right, Lee, I got a question for you. How many times have you listened to this, and when's the first time you heard the first Blue Öyster Cult album?
I've heard this about maybe 3 times.
Okay, so it's pretty much brand new to you.
Yeah, and maybe 1 or 2 times I had to keep listening to some songs over again because I kept falling asleep.
Well, I got to tell you, Lee, this song was whatever to me. I thought it was like, exactly what you're saying. But it's a grower, man. And now I think it's one of the standout tracks on the album. I didn't think that when I first got this album. Didn't really care for it. But then as time has gone on, I think it's one of the probably my third favorite on here.
Okay, that's cool.
And I love this song also because of the atmospheric cosmic storytelling in the lyrics.
Yeah.
And Blue Öyster Cult does that a lot. And I think this is where they first really came in. They did it on Stairway to the Stars, but that one was a little more upbeat. This one was like whatever. And their greatest hits, Lee, is called Workshop of the Telescopes.
Oh, well,
Yes.
that's cool. I guess that they decided to use the name because the title was good, so thank goodness they didn't put the song on there.
Yeah, I don't know how many greatest
or maybe they
hits
did.
they have. I don't know how many greatest hits they have, but I saw that at Best Buy years and years ago. And I said, I didn't have all the Blue Öyster Cults back then. I was like, all right, I'm a casual fan. And under the law, this is the law. You get arrested if you are not a casual fan and do not own a greatest hits.
Oh, yeah. Well, I had a greatest hits when I had Alice Cooper, and I was, I guess, a casual fan because I didn't really have his other albums, but then I became a bigger fan when I got some of his other albums. So how about that?
Well, great. The Alice Cooper greatest hits is the ultimate gateway to Alice Cooper because of the songs on there. You have like Desperado, Is It My Body, Be My Lover,
one of the best
Under My Wheels.
Greatest hits albums made.
Exactly. One of the greatest representations of Alice Cooper, and it's perfect because it's the songs that, go for the jugular right in your face. But if you really get into Alice, then you discover Halo of Flies, Dead Babies, and, all those other weird songs from back then that shit, if you already love like, Muscle of Love and, stuff like that, you're going to get into shit like that. Alice Cooper rules, dude.
Yeah, man.
Hell yeah. All right. I talked about this song. All right. One last track. I should go into it first because I haven't gone into a song yet.
Sure. You can redeem yourself.
I don't feel like redeeming myself. And I see what you did. I see what you did there, Lee, because the name of the song is called Redeemed.
Yeah, but I said redeem, not redeemed. Duh. So I didn't do anything.
Thank you. Thank you. Because for a second there, I thought you said something witty. I know now. It'll never happen. Right on, Lee. All right, take the last track, Lee.
I thought you would.
I thought so, too. What the hell?
Okay.
I guess I'm not taking any song first here.
Okay.
I don't feel like it. I'm on the rag, okay?
Okay.
I'm what do they call those? A hermaphrodite. I also got a pussy.
Okay. I got some scrubber and some brushes.
Yes,
Want to get together and we can scrub it up, dub?
You homo!
If that's referring to the brush I use, I never mind.
Yeah,
all right.
Nah, I'm just kidding. You're no homo because I got a vagina. You want a vagina? I mean, that's a man thing. That's not a homo thing. You should have corrected me, Lee. You're all man.
Maybe too much.
Yeah, I think so.
Oh, how? But anyway, yeah. Lee too much. Yeah. But anyway, I'm not a fan of this one. A friend of theirs sold them the song, and they arranged it and added their names in the song credits. It's okay as a sort of a singer-songwriter folky type of tune, but I don't think it's a good way to close the album. Maybe if it was the last song on side one, it might have been better, but really, I think it's not so hot.
Well, Lee, I don't think I've ever agreed with you so much on any reviews we've done in the past.
Yeah.
Because I'm with you on this. This is like a cross between psychedelic and country. Weird. For me, it's not a go-to track for me, but it's not really as bad as I'm making it out to be because it doesn't really suck. The solo saves it, but if I never hear the song again, I'll be cool with it.
Yeah. Right on, man.
That's our review of the first Blue Öyster Cult album.
Thank you, and I thank you for being on either of our shows.
What, you'd let me go already? You don't want to chit chat a little more?
No, we can. Do you like um, hard rice or soft?
Soft. Definitely soft.
Okay, cool.
Yeah. All right, Lee. We were
Yeah.
just talking about Blue Öyster Cult. How many Blue Öyster Cult albums are you familiar with?
Well, by familiar meaning I actually heard them, and
Right.
that would be all the way. Uh, I won't include the live albums because I haven't heard them, but I I have heard all of the studio stuff up to and including Club Ninja.
Yeah, then that's pretty. No, they did a couple more after that. They have a new
Yeah,
one coming out. First time in I think 20 years or so.
but I haven't. But I kind of hadn't been able to either find or get the mood to get past Club Ninja just because that one
Well,
kind of
oh, terrible.
was kind of like after you walk for a while on the desert, you kind of need some water, and I didn't seem to get the water with that album. Kind of
There you
like
go,
that.
talking about me in the desert again.
Oh, all right. Well, I'm talking about. All right. Well, I mean me.
Me, Lee.
Yeah.
All right,
Yeah.
so out of all those albums, Lee, what would you consider their best one?
I liked Tyranny and Mutation,
Great
but
one.
I would say this one is probably close to my second favorite.
Right on. You know, my favorite is the one after Tyranny,
Oh, okay.
Secret
That's
Treaties.
the one that a lot of people seem to like.
I love that one. That one doesn't have a bum track on it. Tyranny, I think, does. I mean, it's
Yeah.
just my opinion. But I
All
love
right.
them all. I love all the black and white era. Agent of Fortune was
Oh
kind of
yeah.
it had great songs. What is it? Tattoo Vampire is awesome. Don't Fear the Reaper, I love. I still love.
Yeah.
And what is that other one? Is it Golden Age of Leather on that one, or am I thinking of?
I
I'm thinking of
I
Spectres, ain't I?
probably. Yeah,
Uh,
yeah. I kind of remember that being on there. I think.
ETI is on there, Extraterrestrial
Oh
Intelligence.
yeah. Oh okay. Yeah.
That one's a good. The rest of it, yeah, wasn't really. I like
Yeah.
Spectres is the one because I'm looking at it now. That's the one with the Golden Age of Leather, Godzilla. Are you ready to
Yeah.
rock? There's some great stuff on there.
I think I kind of liked Agents of Fortune. You know,
Yeah,
what
it
I
wasn't
remembered.
bad. Yeah, it wasn't
Yeah.
bad. Mirrors is a weird one. Mirrors is kind of it's a little polarizing. A lot of people don't like it. I dig it, man. I think it's a really cool album. I love Doctor Music. I love Mirror and
What I remember of it is that some of the songs sounded like odd, and other songs I don't even remember.
yeah, it's really kind of an incohesive album, but I dig it.
Yeah. Okay. That's cool.
And then there was Cultosaurus Erectus. You
Yeah,
remember that one?
I heard it. I don't remember it. You know,
Right.
all I
Yeah,
remember is the songs were jaw gaping like the cover, but jaw gaping because oh my god, I can't even remember these tunes.
that reminds me when your ex girlfriend was here last time. I gaped her jaw.
Ah man, damn it.
Yeah, you're supposed to congratulate me.
Well, yeah, I'm not supposed to,
She
but
said you never gaped her jaw, so I did it for you, dude.
man, no wonder all of the girlfriends that I've had recently have dislocated mouths.
Yeah, yeah, because they all been here
Damn.
one by one, and I'm like, I always
Nah.
say to them, I really dig you, baby, but you got to go once Lee breaks up with the next one.
Ah, shit.
Right on. Well, I dig this album. I actually bought. This is the first Blue Öyster Cult album I bought when it was new. I
Cool.
dug Divine Wind. Black Blade is really cool on here. I love the Marshall Plant, Lips on the Hill. But again, a very strange,
Yeah.
peculiar album. Then we go to the next one, Fire of Unknown Origins. You remember that one, Lee?
Yeah, I remember that one, and that one I do like. I
Right.
mean,
Yeah.
I don't like all of it, but I do like the song Joan Crawford. I do like the next song. I forget the name of it. And I do like a couple of others. And I don't hate it. But Burning for You is on it. I do remember that.
Yeah, I this would be my second favorite after Secret Treaties.
Okay.
I saw this tour at the Hollywood Sportatorium. Opening act was Foghat.
Wow.
And what was really cool about that, Lee, was MTV was there. And they filmed both shows. You can see the complete show of Foghat and the complete show of Blue Öyster Cult, I believe, on YouTube. If not, like selected tracks. But I have both complete shows.
Wow. Was
MTV
it good?
was there. Oh, man, it was so fucking good. Foghat kicked ass with Lonesome Dave, you know?
Oh, yeah.
That was some good shit. But, yeah, this album was kind of special to me. You know, it was very popular at the time. This is probably their most popular album, I think.
Wow.
Maybe more popular than Agents. I'm maybe wrong what sold more, but I know in 1981, this album was everywhere. Everybody was, I remember hearing people cranking Veteran or the Psychic Wars and, you know, After Dark and, you know, Don't Turn Your Back. I remember hearing those songs on the radio and the title track, Burning for You. I love that song, man. It's got a great hook, It's got hooks. I dig it. But then from there, they released an album called The Revolution by Night. Did you hear that one?
I don't remember that at all. I don't remember the rest of them. So I will say that it probably had something that I liked on it. Well, but some of these I've only heard once.
It's a very spotty album. But what's weird about this spotty album, it has my all-time favorite Blue Öyster Cult song on it. The song that opens the album called Take Me Away, which is like Burning for You, but better. I don't know. It's got that little tiny riff that, you know, can't that the Burn for You, but they used it in a way that's it's just amazing. And the video is really amazing too, because the video is as weird as their songs. You know, you see veins coming out of some guy's neck while he's eating popcorn and aliens and all this crazy shit. And who co-wrote that song was Aldo Nova.
Huh.
You know Aldo Nova, right?
Yeah, he's cool.
Yeah. Then after that is, a really clusterfuck that pretty much killed them, which was Club Ninja.
Yeah.
Oh boy.
And then after that, I haven't heard the others. So you could talk about them, but all I can say is okay, because I haven't heard them.
Well, Imaginos was more of they redid Astronomy. It's better than Club Ninja, but you know, it's not something that you write home about. But then I think they had. I'm searching Wikipedia. I think they had something after that. Didn't they have like this album called
like something like The Curse of the Black Mirror or something?
Heaven Forbid. That's the one I don't think. Yeah, I think they have Curse of the Black Mirror. I think comes after. Heaven Forbid is better.
Oh, I've heard of that. That had a really weird, twisted face on it.
Yeah, exactly. That one is, I think, the best one they've done since Revolution by Night. I think it's called. And that Black Mirror. I don't think I'm aware of that one. You know, Curse of the Black Mirror. Yeah, that's their last album.
Yeah, I was trying to find these. Some of their later albums, and it was hard to find them on playlists, so that's why I didn't hear them.
Yeah, I don't remember how good that album is. I got to look into it. I don't think I've ever heard it.
I'll have to hear the other ones past Club Ninjas, so then that way I can say that I've heard all of their studio work.
Yeah, and that is their last studio album, 2001. So now they're coming out with a new album. They're working on it. I don't know if it doesn't come out this year, then it'll be next year, which will be 20 years since The Curse of the Hidden Mirror.
Yeah, man.
Well, Lee, this has been groovy, dude. I really enjoyed. Right, you know how much I love you, man. You know how much I love being on the Lee Gerstmann show. And Lee,
do you know how much I like being on the Vieira Vault?
Yeah, fuck yeah, the Vieira Vault. And Is there anything you'd like to plug before you go? Because
Yeah, I'd
for the
like to
Vieira Vault.
plug. Oh yeah, I'd like to plug the Vieira Vault, but I'd
All right.
also like to plug the Lee Gerstmann show.
That's right. Lee, tell everybody how they can find the Lee Gerstmann show.
I'm on Spreaker, and you can also find me on Spotify. I'm also on iTunes and also on other platforms because when I'm on Spreaker, it sort of automatically puts the podcasts in different platforms.
Yep. God damn, that was a long fucking plug.
Yeah. Well, hey, it takes when I'm in the bathroom and I go, ah. Later they go in and they say, damn it, that was a long fucking plug.
You rule, Lee.
Yeah, man. Thank you.
Right on, brother. So, again, thank you for having me on the Lee Gerstmann show, and thank your one listener. Listen now, thanks, buddy. And
Yeah, man.
And thank you, Lee.
Hey, man. You're right on.
Right on, brother. I will talk to you later, brother.
All right. Take care.
The Great Lee Gerstmann. That was awesome. Always awesome. I want him back on the show. Anytime he asks me on his show, I might just do a crossover, unless I really suck on that show. But I never suck on that show. We've had a lot of good shows on there, and check it out. Check out the Lee Gerstmann show. All right, now you know what time it is. Follow me. All right, we're inside the Vieira Vault, and as always, I play you something rare most of the time, and this one's no exception. I touched upon this during this episode, talking about when I saw Blue Öyster Cult at the Hollywood Sportatorium in 1981, and MTV was there and filmed it. Well, I'm going to play a song off it, and it's a song off the album we discussed, the first Blue Öyster Cult album. It's the one that most people know off this album. This is Blue Öyster Cult with Cities on Flame with rock and roll.
With rock and Rockin'! 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 Yeah, rock and roll!
Cities on Flame with rock and roll at the Hollywood Sportatorium 1981. I was there. Again, thank you everybody for listening. We come to the end of another Vieira Vault. Got more episodes coming. They're coming. And some great ones. And again, I got to stress, thank you everybody that's shared. Thank you for all those iTunes reviews that I read at the beginning of the show. And please let them keep on coming, and I'll keep reading them, because now, I'm not going to be lazy anymore. I'll be checking the iTunes for new reviews, and I will read yours if you leave me a review. Thank you, everybody. Have a good one. Till next week, do the hustle!